Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Dwayne Kimball, United States Army veteran and retired VA rating specialist. Today I'm bringing you another educational video as it pertains to the VA compensation claims process. In today's video, I am going to be discussing the Department of Veterans Affairs, regional offices, public contact office, what it is, where it's located, and some things that you can expect when you visit it. Make sure you stick around. Okay, everyone, the VA's regional office, public contact office. So going through the VA's website, looking for some research for my videos, and came across public contact, and I was like, wait a minute, I've never talked about it. I don't even talk about the public contact in the book. Okay, now I'm going to talk about what is it, where is it, and some things that you can expect when you visit it. Okay, so let's just take the first one. Where is it located? Each state has its own regional office. Now, I think out west, maybe Wyoming, Montana, they consolidate, okay? But normally each state has its own regional office. Now, in each regional office, there is a public contact office where veterans can go and get certain information, okay? Now, when you go there, maybe the public contact office in Atlanta and St. Petersburg, Florida could be a little bit different as it pertains to the knowledge of the VA employees that are working there, okay? Now, as you well know, I got some slides for you, so let's go ahead and get into it. Slide number one. Here in slide number one, this is the M21 manual reference, and keep in mind, some other videos I talk about why I go to the M21 first is because it's easier than going straight to the 38 CFR. Now, also, when I'm showing slides to the M21 manual reference, as I stated in much of my other videos, I don't always put the entire M21 manual reference, okay? When you go to the M21 manual reference and you pick a certain topic, it'll give you some court cases and the 38 CFR, okay? That's why I go there instead of trying to find a court case. All right, now, responsibilities of the PCT, public contact. PCT is primarily responsible for meeting with individuals that visit a regional office for the purpose of obtaining information about Department of Veterans Affairs benefits and or requesting assistance in filing a claim. Now, do not mistake this for a POA, power of attorney, VSO, Veteran Service Officer, or Veteran Service Organization, or an attorney, or a claims agent. This is not that office. When you go into the public contact office, these are actual VA employees. Now, some of them could be former VSRs, some of them could be former RVSRs. Some could be really good and knowledgeable, and some could not be. Okay, it's going to vary depending on the regional office. Okay, now the regional office that I worked at, I want to say they may have 4 or 5 individuals that worked there. I knew a couple that worked down there. I never cared to, volunteer to go work in the public contact office just because of the hours. You get to work at 8 o'clock. I want to get to work at 6:37, get in, get out. Okay, now each regional office has a public contact office. If you decide to go, when you get there and sign in, say, I'm here to go to public contact. A lot of regional offices, they do appointment only. I know they were doing that during COVID, after COVID. So you want to make sure you call ahead before you just show up, especially if you have to drive any distance, okay? So slide number 2. This M21 is a little bit more lengthier, okay? We're going to spend a little bit of time on it. And it's helping visitors with benefit related related issues. When an individual visits a regional office for the purpose of receiving assistance in filing a claim or requesting an adjustment in a running award, a member of the public contact team first meets with the individual in an area that ensures their privacy. So a lot of times when you go, you may be in a cubicle where they have walls that are maybe 8 foot high. It's going to depend on the regional office, or maybe just total separate offices, because you don't want someone else hearing what you're there for, especially if it's sensitive in nature, okay? Then it goes on to state, depending on the individual's needs and information, evidence the individual provides to the team member might take one of the following actions. So I highlighted a couple in red. Discuss with the individual the eligibility requirements for the benefit he or she is seeking. Now, keep in mind, if you're talking with someone that's a VSR, 9 times out of 10, they're not going to be able to tell you what an RVSR needs to make that decision on that claim. They may have to get into the M21 manual reps. They may have to get into the 38 CFR. And so that knowledge may be limited, opposed to talking directly to an RVSR, okay? The second bullet comment, I didn't highlight it, but it says assist the individual in completing the appropriate application of forms. Now, when you go through and you look at these bullet comments, it may not be a bad idea to take a copy of these M21 manual references with you. Here's why. What if you get someone that works in public contact that's not an advocate for a veteran? Now, you may ask yourself, hey, wait a minute, what are they doing working in public contact? Slip through the cracks. Some of them do slip through the cracks. And they may say, oh, no, we don't do that here. Guess what? You got proof that they do. That just means more than likely they don't know their job. And they can't explain to you some of the things that they're supposed to be able to in this particular M21 manual reference. If that's the case, politely ask for a supervisor, okay? Goes on to say, advise the individual on any additional information, evidence, the VSC. VSC stands for Veteran Service Center. Wow, I don't know how I screwed that up. Veteran Service Center requires to process the claim or adjust the award. Now, VSC, Veteran Service Center, you have loan guarantee, you have voc rehab, you have maybe drop appeals, high-level review, individuals working in that regional office. VSC is compensation, okay, what we're talking about, all right? The last bullet comment I highlighted in red, they stamp any documentation the individual submits to the regional office. When they stamp it, tell them to give you a copy. Give them a copy. You want to have a record of it. Then it says down in the note, public contact employees and veteran service organizations use direct upload to transmit documents directly to the scanning vendor. So when they make a copy, they stamp it, they scan it, upload it to direct upload, just like veteran service organizations, okay? Direct upload. I did a video on quick submit, pretty much the same thing. You can go out to my channel and search for that particular video. Now, again, this is a topic that I hadn't talked about. So a lot of veterans haven't asked me, Dwayne, what's in the regional office? All public contact offices are in the regional offices. You won't find a public contact office for VBA at a VA medical center. Now, they may have an office there where veterans can come and maybe talk to an RVSR. I worked at one of those offices at the Bay Pines VA Medical Center over in St. Petersburg, Florida. It was doing such a good job. We were doing such a good job, they shut it down. Oh, we need those 9 raters to help with the backlog. And we all know the backlog has got an inventory of 1 million. So 9 raters working in an office that were working directly with vets. Really? So again, when you go to the regional office, call ahead. Before you go, call ahead because you may need an appointment. So I would hate for you to drive and they say, nope, you need an appointment. Go to the VA's website, look up the regional office that you're intending to visit, get the number. When you call, look for public contact office, okay? Now, with that being said, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification button, and as always, share this video with your fellow veterans. Thank you.